Hi, on this video we're going to talk about arithmetic series. And by definition, arithmetic series is basically the sum of the terms of an arithmetic sequence. For example, you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is an arithmetic sequence with a common difference 2 and first term 2. Yung ka-counterpart nito, yung arithmetic series, 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10. Yan. So basically, yun yung difference nila. Ang arithmetic sequence ng numbers. Ang arithmetic series, sum ng mga terms. So let's consider this. Suppose the auditorium of the Tagaytay International Convention Center or TICC has 20 seats in the first row and that each row has 2 more seats than the previous row. What is the total number of seats from the first row up to the 10th row? From the first to the 20th row? What is the total number of seats if there are 30 rows? Actually, pwede mo naman itong solve ng isulat mo lang lahat yung mga terms tapos i-add natin. For example, kung first row hanggang 10th row, so we'll have, ano yung first seat? We have 20 plus 22 plus 24 plus 26, sila na yan, 4, plus 28 plus, what's this? 28 plus 30 plus 32 plus, ilan na yan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 34, plus 36. Kung may calculator mo, then you add this. Or you can add this manually. Okay? Yung pang 20th, so I have 20 plus 22 plus 24 plus hanggang 20th term, which you can get using the formula for the n term of an arithmetic sequence. And doon sa pang 30th, ganun lang din, 20 plus 22 plus 24 hanggang 30th term, a sub 30. Of course, pwede mo din naman tong ulit i-add ng dire-diretso, isulat mo lahat ng terms mo, i-add mo ng dire-diretso. Then, yun, makukuha mo na yung sum. Pero, hindi natin gustong gawin yon. Gusto natin, baka may formula. So, in this video, i-derive natin yung formula for the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic sequence. Of course, hindi natin goal na ganito yung mangyari, no? Kasi, ang hirap mag-add ng madaming numbers. Paano kunyari, merong 100 rows. So, ang dami mo nang i-add. So, ang goal natin for this video is to derive the formula for the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic sequence. So to do that, let's first have some of the notations. So we use S sub n to denote the sum of the first n terms. Ibig sabihin, S sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus a sub 2 plus a sub 3 up to a sub n. Okay, say for example, the common difference is d. Then, we can write a sub 2 as a sub 1 plus d. Tama? A sub 1 plus d. A sub 3, we can write a sub 3 as a sub 1 plus 2d. Kasi n minus 1 times d. Remember, n minus 1 times d. So, 3 minus 1. That's 2d. Sulat ko lang dito para matandaan natin. We have a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Plus, up to, sulat natin yung last term tsaka yung second to the last term. Yung last term, obviously, is a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. But the second to the last term is a sub 1 plus n minus 2 d. Bakit n minus 2? Kasi kung ang last term natin kunyari ay 30, so magiging 29d. So ang sumunod dapat doon 28d. So kung 30 yun, dapat minus 2, n minus 2. Okay, so we have this one. Now, to derive the formula for S sub n, we're going to reverse, write the sequence in reverse. So to write the sequence in reverse, we have S sub n equals, so we'll first write the last term, which is a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d plus the second to the last term, which is a sub 1 plus n minus 2 times d plus up to the first term, a sub 1 plus d plus a sub 1, something like that. Okay, and then what we want to do is we're going to add this. So we'll add this, s sub n plus s sub n will have 2 s sub n. And this is equivalent to, so let's have this. We'll add this. Syempre, dalawa ng a sub 1, no? You have 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. And then let's add this one. Ito naman. Yung second term at saka yung second to the last term. Let's add this. May 2a pa rin tayo, which is a sub 1 plus a sub 1. So it still become 2a. So that's plus 2a sub 1. But this time, what is d plus n minus 2 times d? So let me have a scratch work here. So ang i-add na lang natin ay yung d at saka yung n minus 2d. Okay? So distribute natin yung d sa n at saka sa n minus 2. We'll get d plus nd minus 2d, which will give us d minus 2d, that's minus d. So we'll get nd minus d. Then we can factor out d. So we'll get n minus 1 d. So pag pinag-plus natin yung d tsaka n minus 2d, we'll get n minus 1 times d. And then, dun sa second to the last row, plus, plus, second to the last term, a1 plus n minus 2 times d. O, alam na natin to, no? A minus 2 times d, tsaka itong plus d. So, we'll get 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. And, obviously, the last term is, we have a sub 1, so we'll get 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 d. Now, kung mapansin nyo, we have your 2 times s sub n is equal to 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d plus 2a sub 1 times n minus 1 times d hanggang dulo ay puro 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. The question is, ilang 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d yan? And the answer is n. There are n of 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So we can write the right-hand side as n times 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Oops, gawin ko lang yung bracket. We want the formula for s sub n, so we divide everything by 2. We divide both sides by 2, so we'll get s sub n equals n over 2 times 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So this is the formula for the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic sequence. Okay, so we can further simplify this and have a different formula. Alam natin that 2a sub 1 can be written as a sub 1 plus a sub 1. Or 2a sub 1 can be written as a sub 1 plus a sub 1. Ibig sabihin, s sub n, which is equivalent to n over 2 times a sub 1 plus a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Look at this. Familiar ba tayo dito? Yes, this is the formula for the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, which is equivalent to a sub n. So therefore, pwede nating isulat to as n over 2 times a sub 1 plus a sub n. Okay? So we have two formulas for the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic sequence. So therefore, the sum s sub n of the first n terms of an arithmetic sequence, a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, with common difference d, is given by this particular formula.